It's Christopher David Mitchell, and this is the secret I've kept in for 6 years, the truth about my battle with ulcerative colitis, life-saving operations, and living with an ileostomy bag. It was 2013 and life was going great. I just signed with a new acting agent. I got my first West End show. I had a modelling agent. I really was doing quite well at the time. And then suddenly out of nowhere, I went to the toilet and I saw blood on the toilet tissue. At first, I thought nothing of it, but then I was bleeding up to 20 times a day, and it was then that I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. Ulcerative colitis is a form of IBD, which stands for inflammatory bowel disease. The ulcerative colitis soon flared out of control, and literally within a few months, I was losing so much weight. I was in agony, and I went down to 8 stone, and then I got rushed into hospital at St. Mark's Hospital, and they decided that there was no choice but to remove my entire colon, and I would be left with an ileostomy bag which collected my feces. I just broke down and cried. I remember the first time I saw the ileostomy bag, it was really difficult, and my family were with me. We just all gathered around and just cried together. It was quite a difficult time. My whole life had changed really. My career had gone, my agent left me, my girlfriend left me, and even my best friend at the time, who I thought would visit me in hospital, he didn't. And it was pretty quickly I sort of slipped into depression really. I wasn't talking to anyone about what I was going through. I was drinking alcohol every day. I started smoking. It was just my way of coping with understanding what was going on. I did feel that there was hope in sight. The surgeons told me they could do what was called a J-pouch, where they create this J-pouch within me from my small intestine, and then I wouldn't need to have the ileostomy bag. So this was amazing news. This was the light at the end of the tunnel for me. The J-pouch surgery was meant to take 9 months, but unfortunately due to complications with the surgeries, it actually went on for 3 years. And sometimes I was carrying around a bottle of my own blood. I carried that bottle around with me for about 5 months. The day finally came for the J-pouch surgery to be completed. And it went well. I got rid of the ileostomy bag. I woke up without the bag. It felt amazing. And I thought, yes, I've got through it. And everything was fine. 6 months after that J-pouch surgery, I started to feel unwell again. And I knew my body pretty well. I knew something was up. I was losing weight. I was getting terrible cramps. And so I was worried, and I went in to the hospital for a scan, and they said to me that there was a tiny hole in the pouch, but that was enough that it could have caused death and burst. So within a few days from that, I had my second life-saving operation in 2017, and the news that the J-pouch had failed, everything that we tried for 3 years had failed, and that I would definitely have the ileostomy bag for the rest of my life. But I don't want this to be a sad story, because it was through those dark, difficult times that I actually grew the most. I became a much stronger person from those difficult times, and I'm actually very grateful now that I had those times. All the years of battling this illness, the near-death experience, it really did give me a new perspective on life. It gave me a new purpose going forward, and I changed my mindset and turned the bad time I was going through into an opportunity. I started playing piano from scratch. I was reading so much. I read over 70 books on singing and personal development, and I had a dream that when I was going to get healthy again, that I was going to be a vocal coach. That's what I wanted to do. It was only 5 weeks until I had my first student and my career as a vocal coach started, and now I'm happy to say that I'm a successful coach, and I've coached such legends such as Boy George. And none of this would have happened if it wasn't for the difficult times I went through. I've also gone on to produce several charity concerts for St. Mark's Hospital. That was the hospital that saved my life. It's one of the best hospitals in the world at treating Crohn's and colitis, and I'm so grateful to everything they did, and I will continue to do everything I can to raise awareness and money for that hospital. I want you to know that if you are having a difficult time in life, stay strong and stick through it, because it's the tough times that really do grow you the most. Everything I went through at the time felt really difficult, but now I look back at it and realize it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Just remember that it's not what happens to you that matters, but it's your thoughts, how you react, how you respond to what happens to you. That's what really matters. We can't always control what happens to us, but we can always control our thoughts about what happens and how we respond to what happens to us. Everything I went through felt really difficult at the time, but now I look back and realize that it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Please share this video. Together we can raise awareness, inspire others, and create change.